situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return begins inside the 10. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Hand it off for a draw. And they'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
Chris, this defense seems to be prepared for everything. They don't blitz here. Looks like they're trying to defend the pass, but the defensive line is doing such a good job of getting off of blocks, and they're able to stop this draw attempt for no gain.
A draw to the back. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Stopping the run is about being sound fundamentally and schematically. You've got to be where you're supposed to be in your gap, but then you've got to fight. And this defense is fighting off blocks, making tackles. They're doing a really nice job.
Quick throw to the left. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Washington offense retakes the field here. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They get him down, but that's a solid gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Single back takes the handoff. Got an opening here. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down to 17. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Looks to the left, and it's complete. And they make the stop in what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. So it's Washington on top, sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets while we have a chance. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And now the handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. Crucial third down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Out of the gun now on third down. Gets rid of it on the move. Touchdown, Huskies. Still no answer for this offense. Confetti is falling. They're going to get that trophy. Certainly something important to celebrate. But Joel, these semifinal games are always tricky because they can't celebrate for one, the ultimate game. Welcome to the National Championship game at the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the National Championship. They'll return it from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Keeping the defense honest with the run game, always important. Plus, this offense is staying on schedule.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass. It's Williams. Snags the quick throw. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Yeah, Chris, this is exactly what this coaching staff said they wanted to do, was establish the run game, and they've been able to do that. Gains of 5, gains of 6, time and time again. They're doing a great job up front, there's no doubt, and now the entire playbook is going to be at their disposal.
That solid pursuit, they'll trap him out there behind the line of scrimmage. Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. A short completion of the tight end. It's not enough for a first down. It'll be 4th down and 1. 4th down, looking to throw for it. And the pressure's on. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off. The decision to go for it doesn't work out this time. The Buckeyes offense comes out for their first possession today. What an opportunity for this team. It's a program that has national championship DNA, but they fell short last year. Is this group capable of getting back to the winner's circle?
Well, it's certainly the DNA of this program, Chris. You're exactly right. And as a player, you really really understand when you put this jersey on, you are rated by championships. That's your legacy, and that's your opportunity right in front of you.
First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24. Fresh set of downs to the offense. First down. Looking to throw here. Turns it loose downfield. Catch made in space. Look out. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a first and goal. A positive start for this freshman, Joe, has had such a solid season. The defense, frankly, hoping they could rattle this young guy in a playoff game, but he looks good there.
Chris, he looks so calm, to your point, and that's something that I was even wondering about, is what his nerves were going to be like as a young player in this environment. Remember, it's a veteran player's game in this day and age in college football. We don't see many freshmen succeeding in this position in this moment, and yet here he is.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! They strike first in this national title bout. And for this offense, that possession was more like it. Maybe they flushed out some of the early nerves in this championship game, really executed that time to jump on top.
I totally agree. That first series, it really didn't look like them. We've covered them all year long, in particular down this stretch run, and that first series really wasn't what they were all about. But this is the brand of football that we have seen over the last few weeks. It's efficient, it's physical, and in particular on the outside, these guys can go and get it. So beautiful drive right there and sticking it in the end zone, garnering that early momentum, huge for a national championship game.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. On the move now. On the run, he'll let it go. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. That gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48. First down now at the 48. What a difference one play can make from being backed up to out near midfield. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite side. This defense is where they need to be, and then they're making the tackle. Really good job defensively. I know it doesn't look like much, but I really like that play. Chris, first of all, you're getting yourself in a more manageable third down situation. The entire point of this thing is to move the chains. So creating this situation is not bad for the offense.
He doesn't get the first down, but there's a marker on the field. We'll check that out. Obvious call. Cannot grab the face mask like that. Washington getting set with a 1st and 10 now. There's the handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
It's something I love about this defense is their discipline. Look at them stay in their rush lanes, get a nice stop.
2nd down after that previous play. To the air, it's Williams. He's running out of time here. Oh, they sack him. The pass rush making a big impact. And the Huskies will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Now on 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And he's not going to get there. Short of the first down. Brings up 4th. He's throwing for it on 4th down. This will call incomplete and a turnover on downs. Turnover on downs after that defensive stop. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field.
Well, that's a frustrating situation. 4th down, you feel like you can connect there, and the timing just wasn't there, and it just falls incomplete. Credit the defense. They made life difficult on this offense, and the quarterback was just never in rhythm on that snap.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Really good timing from this secondary. The contact arrives right when the ball arrives, and it's able to dislodge it. Great job from them. Incomplete pass.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
I've always been a big believer that you build defenses front to back and inside out. There is nowhere to go in the middle of this field right now. They're doing a great job of not allowing that offensive line to gain traction at the line of scrimmage. It's a beautiful...
And he's going to heave it deep right down the middle. He makes the grab at the 30 and still going. Touchdown, Ohio State. They couldn't stop him there. A huge connection for a touchdown shows the explosiveness of this offense. A lightning strike for 6 points.
I mean, Chris, that was some impressive throw right there. That is a big-time throw. That next-level scout, he's going to be impressed with what he saw right there. Anticipation, driving the football into that open area. Whoa, I tell you what, this guy is playing some ball.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the Huskies offense back on the field. Last possession, they went for it on 4th down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. Breaks into the clear. Goes out of bounds, but a nice game. They'll spot him short of the 35. That run, good for a 1st down. The offense still rolling. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. That's caught. It's Clay. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Looking to pass. It's Williams. That's reeled in. It's Wilson. And they make the stop, and that'll bring the 1st quarter to an end. Ohio State has the lead after 1. We've reached the end of 1 in this battle for the national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the stats so far. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. He's got it in the open. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Touchdown, Washington. They begin to fight back here in this championship game. Kicking team after the PAT try. With the extra point, they're down 14-7 now. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. 1st down, looking to throw the football. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's picked off. He throws it right in the double coverage and pays for it. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. It's a draw play. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Well, this defense is going to have to answer for what's going on with this offensive line in this run game. You cannot sit there and give up 5 and 6 yards on these run plays. You're going to have to commit more resources. Expect the safety to get up near the line of scrimmage.
He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42. Washington getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Dropping back, it's Williams. Caught over the middle, it's Wilson. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31. 1st and 10 now for the offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Chris, I think it's very difficult to run a screen pass into man coverage because this defender is just keying on the running back the entire time, so he's at the catch point when the ball arrives. It's a good defensive call, there's no doubt, but I think that they need to audible out of this.
He's got a crease. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14. Washington has moved into the red zone. Ball handed off. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Pressure is coming. Oh, and he'll be dropped behind the line. A sack. So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. And he drops it. Can you believe it? So on fourth down now, out comes the field goal unit. The field goal is good.
It's a nice job capping off that drive with points, and that kick was beautiful. Right down the middle. Some serious confidence for this kicker going forward.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Gets across the 25-yard line. They'll spot it at the 27. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick in the very first play. And the single back takes the handoff.
Offensively, they've got to find a way to run the football with more efficiency. If they're unable to do so, it will be a long day.
Second down play coming up. Back to pass. It's Davis. Running out of time in the pocket. Short pass finds the tight end. It's out of bounds, but they move it out near the 35. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Try and muscle for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Buckeyes come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
For an offense, it's always important to stay ahead of the chains, and that's how you convert on third down. So a nice pickup there for the offense.
The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now.
Great swarming defense, but if you're going to catch that ball behind the line of scrimmage and you've got defenders all over you, you might want to just bat that one down and not take the loss. So a clear mistake from the offense, but again, this defense is just flying around, and they're playing so hard and so well right now.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, and it's dropped by a normally very reliable receiver. It's going to bring up fourth down. Buckeyes will send their punt team onto the field. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And that punt carries into the end zone, so a touchback. And the Washington offense heads back out onto the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Scanning the field, it's Williams. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
When we talked with the coaches, they said this was their concern. Their offensive line trying to hold up against this pass rush. And here, right away, they've got the quarterback under duress.
Looking to pass here on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Chris, I just get the sense that this quarterback is rushing. He goes through his reads. I think he does that a little quickly. He tries to get to the check down, throw this ball short, and he's unable to connect. He's jumping at the throws. Again, he's got to relax and establish some sort of rhythm.
Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42. And a timeout now by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They have two more to work with before halftime. Washington getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw it again. He's going to pull it down and run. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. Here comes the up-tempo offense.
You'll love to see this as an offensive play caller. Now you're creating 2nd and short. Beautiful scramble by the quarterback. He gets himself up the field. Not quite a first down, but now it's time to take a shot. This is where you go heavy play action and put that ball down the field. 2nd and short is the perfect time for this play. Well, we knew this was going to be a key for this defense. They had to impact the quarterback, make him feel you in that pass rush, and they're able to get to him and hit him as he throws. That play right there, that'll pay dividends the rest of the game.
And moves the football to the 27 and a first down.
I like the decisive decision from the quarterback there. He saw zone defense, got to his completion right away, and moved the chains.
On first down, it's play action. Quick throw to his receiver. He's got it near the end zone. It is first and goal. A great chance to claim the lead before the break here. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Get a timeout now from the Huskies. That's their first. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left. Touchdown, Huskies. Still no answer for this offensive machine. That's a great drive. Perfect call and execution to take the lead before halftime. Important because the other side gets the football, Joel, to begin the third quarter.
I don't think you can overstate the importance of a drive like that and the score like that. All these coaches talk about the middle section of the game, winning right before halftime and then right out of halftime. And right here, taking the lead, knowing that you've got to kick it off to start the third quarter, that is a massive moment. Now you can go in, make some adjustments, and really come out with a great defensive game plan for the early third quarter drive.
Final seconds in the first half, they will just take a knee and head to the locker room. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Huskies will kick this deep to begin the second half. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. We're set to get the third quarter going, but let's find out what Holly Rowe has learned on the sidelines. Holly?
Guys, I caught up with the Buckeyes head coach coming out of the locker room. They understand their back is against the wall right now in this national championship game. And the conversation he's having with his quarterback, we have got to be productive. Take some risk, but don't put the ball in jeopardy. They know their back's against the wall, and now is the time. They've got to make their move. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. We'll keep an eye on that. Dropping back, it's Davis. It's an out route. The catch made. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball for 31. The offense really clicking here. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Defense all over that first down throw. Short gain makes it 2nd and 7. Throwing off play action. Here comes the rush. Makes the grab. It's Roberts. He goes out of bounds, stopped just short of the 30. So a nice throw by the quarterback. He's had a productive day. He hasn't been perfect. Joe, can you make a play here to put his team on top?
Well, Chris, I think you put it perfectly there because, again, it's about the short memory. You erase those mistakes made previously in this game, and you think about the execution moving forward, the plays that you could make, the details of what you need to do from this point moving forward. If you're able to do that with that short memory, then you can go have success and come back in this game.
That's incomplete, even on a first down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure.
You know, this is such good defense. Even if he catches this, I don't think he's getting much. It's thrown fairly short. Defense is there, incomplete, seems kind of nondescript.
Delayed handoff. Cameron produces a decent game.
Yeah, Chris, I like this play right here because after a 2nd and 10, what you want is just a manageable 3rd down. I've always thought, like, hey, get half of this back, create a 3rd down that's more manageable for the play caller and for the quarterback, and that's exactly what they've done here.
Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. Gets made on the out route. We're able to convert. It'll be 1st and goal at the 7.
Now, you get to this point in the national championship game and you're trying to execute a comeback. Every conversion is massive. This is one of those we might look back on and say it spurred some momentum in the comeback for this team. Now they've got to capitalize and continue to move the ball down the field.
And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
That is a difficult throw, Chris. You're throwing into some tight windows in this position on the field. You just got to be careful with the football. The last thing you want to do is put this ball in harm's way and create a turnover. This quarterback has got to be more careful.
No gain on 1st makes it 2nd down and goal from the 7. To throw, it's Davis. Coming after him. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. To put them on top now.
What a drive from this offense. Great execution the entire length of the field. You run out there with that poor field position. You're just trying to reestablish yourself, get a couple of 1st downs, and they're able to go all the way down and get a score. That's incredible stuff.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Washington offense is back out on the field now. This offense is rolling at the moment. It's 1st down and 10. And here's the handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
This has always been a pet peeve of mine from a quarterback perspective is these nondescript run plays against what is clearly a run-oriented defense. You've got to have the opportunity to open.
He's got space. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. Offensive line getting set. It's 1st down. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And the Huskies hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Play action fake, looking to throw. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out his scoring throw. They'll set the offense up at the 31. And the offense gets a chance to start with a short field. He shreds the tackle. Look out, he's got space ahead. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. To the explosive touchdown play by this elite running back. We knew coming in, Joel, this was the guy who's going to have to carry this offense. And wow, as he stepped up.
I'm so impressed when we all know who the guy is going to be. He's the focal point of the offense. Guess who knew that? The defense. And yet they still can't stop him. That's how good he is and how good they are in front of him on the O-line. Terrific job by this group. Great game plan, and obviously getting your star going, that's a huge plus.
And the Huskies offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Looking downfield, it's Williams. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line. 2nd and long, backed up at the 7-yard line.
That is not how you want to start this drive. Other than turning it over, that's about the worst thing that can happen. Now they're way behind the chains and they're off schedule. And Chris, at this point, you're looking to maybe get half of this back. The only thing that you should be trying to do on this 2nd down play call is get to a position where you've got 3rd and manageable to try to move the sticks.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Fires it to the wideout. And that one's picked off. What a play. Could take it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes. A defensive score in the title game, and this place is coming unhinged.
An outstanding job defensively, reading that pass, stepping in front for the interception, but then immediately turning it into offense on the other side. Look at these guys getting blocks, finding the open lane, and taking it back for 6.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. The Huskies offense retakes the field now. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He stopped right at the line. That's sure tackling. 2nd and 10, they need a gain here to prevent a 3rd and very long.
Well, this defense told us they were going to be ready for these completions at or near the line of scrimmage, and that was going to be
caught way downfield for a huge gain. He has 1st down yardage at the 46. And a timeout now by the Buckeyes. That's their 1st. The offense with 3 tight ends now in 1st down, trying to create a mismatch. He keeps it on the design run. Got an opening here. 1st out and more. He's still running. QB breaking away. Touchdown, Washington. He breaks away for the touchdown. See if they can convert the point after. And the PAT makes the lead 11, 35-24. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. And now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
35, Washington, 24.
Return starts from inside the 5. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And let's check in with Holly Rowe from her sidelines vantage point.
Here on Ohio State's sideline, this has turned into a ground attack. Both teams able to run the ball, but they want to answer right now, see if they can continue to get some momentum. But keep in mind, they also want that passing attack to come alive. We'll see what they're able to do right here on this drive. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the sideline. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Holly.
body blows, body blows, body blows. You run the football like this, you gain 5, you gain 6 time and time again. That play action pass is going to be at your disposal. You can get to the RPO. Everything on offense becomes easier. This line is doing a great job. This back is running hard.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. Back to throw. It's Davis. Receiver makes the grab. That gain is good enough for a 1st down. Ball spotted at the 42. The Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Try to catch the defense with the draw. And he goes nowhere. Stop pull behind the line of scrimmage. Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Oh, the pocket collapsing. He'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete again. 4th down coming up. The Buckeyes will line up to boot it away. When he comes for his 2nd punt of the game. They'll kick it away here. And the punt will land in the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Defense makes the recovery a turnover.
This was a concern for this offense the entire week. This pass rush is very good. And with the quarterback's eyes down the field, he's not protecting the football. That is a beautiful job by this defensive line getting home.
End zone ahead. And he's in. A strong touchdown run. Touchdown, Ohio State.
That's That's exactly what you want to do on offense here. You've got the lead, and then you've got a short field. Put the pedal down, get in the end zone, and now they're able to do that. This offense is in a great rhythm. That needs to continue the rest of the day.
Ohio State is on top here, Joel. We're just 1 quarter away from crowning a national championship. Let's check out the game summary so far. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Washington offense retakes the field here. The fumble the last time out symbolizing their struggles here today. That's why they're in a big hole. QB keeper all the way. Open field ahead. They bring him down, but a solid 9-yard gain sets up a second and short. The Huskies will come to the line to run the hurry-up.
It's always important to stay on schedule as an offense. It allows you to have full disposal of your playbook, and you don't get into those obvious passing situations. So even though they're not moving the chains here, this is what I would call a very successful.
He's got a crease. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now.
This is exactly what this defense was so concerned about. In our meetings with this defensive coordinator, he talked about the fact that they've got so many weapons to defend. Guys on the outside, guys in the backfield. But then the real key is at the quarterback. He can become a threat as a runner. And here on the designed run, it's an explosive play for this offense. Just so many threats to try to defend.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Back to pass. It's Williams. Throws to the tight end. Grab down the middle. It's Clay. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. First down now at the 40.
Yeah, there you go. That's a nice completion by this quarterback, and he's able to move the chains here on this series. This quarterback.
It's caught. He's breaking free. He goes out of bounds, close to the 25. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down.
In this situation, the defense just cannot get beat deep. Deeper than the deepest, wider than the widest. If you're the offense, the check down's going to be wide open. You might want to start taking that as well.
Looking right, this one caught. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a first and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. The pocket breaking down. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
The last thing you want to do in particular on first and goal is force the ball into coverage. That's a great decision by this quarterback to just throw it away, live to snap it on second down.
To the end zone, but incomplete.
Chris, in this situation, down big, this 4 vertical route concept, just have it on repeat. You basically call it every single play.
They break the huddle on 3rd and goal. Field goal doesn't do much good here. The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run, loses 2 yards.
I love how this defense is flying upfield. Look at them disrupt the timing of this quarterback-oriented run game by getting into the backfield. He's got nowhere to go. This play is stopped before it ever gets started, and it's a loss for this offense because of the aggressive nature of this front 7.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. No, they've stopped him short. The defense with a big 4th down play to protect this lead late in the game. Holly Rowe has a report now from the sidelines. Holly?
Here on Ohio State's sideline, everybody gathering around their young quarterback. Just a freshman. Nobody expected him to have this kind of poise and composure in a moment this big. And yet, here he is, shining on this stage. This young quarterback had everything they needed to lead them to a national championship. A couple of plays left, but the excitement is starting to build. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Holly. Good stuff. Tough